Not sure what coffee I'm gonna have this morning. I need help. By the way, what you see here is the Hall of Fame. So let's show you. You're gonna recognize some of the people here. Holding the Beagles United shirt. By the way, today I'm talking to Dalma Maradona, Diego's daughter, as part of a radio show. Anyway, before that, the Coffee with Guillem today is with a special guest.
Guillem, what kind of coffee do we having this morning?
It's cappuccino this morning, Thomas. Are you having coffee right now?
No, not unfortunately. I need to say that I'm having a Pepsi Max, a cold one after a long day.
Okay, I had my coffee. It's the third one of the day already at this time. First of all, commiserations on the semi-finals. I think Denmark played really, really well. Showed whatever that federation have been doing with the players, whatever the players have been learning through the years. It was all exposed there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I agree. I think, of course, I'm Danish. I'm proud of being Danish, but also a football person. So I had like two hats on when I evaluated the Danish national team. So if I take the pure emotions, of course, we are extremely proud as a nation that we, with unbelievable togetherness and also good performances, managed to reach the semifinals, which is the second best results ever for us. So that's a fantastic achievement, and the country went mad these days. So we all know that, and we have seen pictures and videos of people back in Denmark all over the country just celebrating and having a fantastic time. And I think that's what football can do, and especially the national teams. That where you really unite the country across of all differences in whatever culture, sexualities, everything. That's just fantastic to see. On the football side, I think we had a good tournament. Of course, we also let's say the transition from the emotions to the football side. We experienced the most crazy thing with Christian Eriksen, which put football and life in perspective. But after that, the team and the coach Kasper Hjulmand managed to reach. I don't know how they did it. That's unbelievable. Well done. Emotional, mentally, leadership, togetherness. Managed to. I was in Parken to watch the next game against Belgium. That first half was unbelievable on a football level, but also the energy with the fans, with everyone. I actually get goosebumps when I say it now, because it was really a special experience. And since then, I just think they added layers, and the performance against England, which is a world-class side. If you just take them better player for player, they are in many of the positions better than us, and especially on the bench. I think we match England more or less in 75 minutes. But of course, when they put Grealish on, that maybe we'll go to City for 75 million pounds. Phil Foden, that I personally believe will be the best player in Europe one day, and then the captain from Liverpool in Henderson. I think that's a minor difference. So, but I must say also, we'll mention England. I think they have been through a very good transformation since Gareth Southgate took over. I think he converted the English game into a more European modern game, plus the fantastic talent development program they put in place 7-8 years ago, that are producing some of the most interesting young player, as I just mentioned before, Phil Foden, and others, Sancho and Saka. And there's a lot of other players where the future look very bright for England if they can continue doing this.
But on the final itself, do we sell it as a clash of identities and a clash of trends? Because Italians, not the Italians of old, they are the new Italians, and against the English, are more balanced, more defensive, perhaps.
I've been very impressed with Italy. For me, Italy throughout the tournament has been the best performing team. They're the best consistent performing teams. If you look at the 6 times 90 minutes. I know they played extra time some of the games, but I think they were so balanced defensively and so balanced offensively. And it was not the clear, if you talk about Italy, you say, okay, Catenaccio, more defensive, so good to get the fouls and all that. No. I've seen them press high with unbelievable intensity, brave in the build-up, dominating on the ball. I think the game against Belgium just showed they simply just outplayed Belgium. Then, of course, they have the Italian soul in the team, so they know to defend low, of course. And Chiellini and Bonucci is wow. Just for them, I want them in a way to win the European Championship. But I think they definitely developed the Italian style, and I'm really impressed with them. On the flip side, England done well, and I think they've grown into the tournament. And I think the last two games against Ukraine and Denmark showed the quality they have in the team as a whole. Give very, very little away, and offensively, when it's clicking with the offensive players, and especially with the firepower they can put on the pitch, very impressive. Maybe the best side in the tournament in that perspective.
Just finally, I mean, the way I see it, see if you agree, obviously England don't need to play high tempo, don't need to pass the ball around. They just defend very, very compact, deliver the ball to the players up front. They will do something for you, but if they lose it, there's 7 waiting to defend. It's a clever proposition for the Euros. Easy solutions to win it. To actually beat that, you have to apply a very complex situation in which you have to find players between the lines, make sure that it's high tempo, they force you to play it on the wings, and remember that all the time. Plus, when you lose the ball, make sure you go and get it. A lot of things have to happen for Italy to win. Would you agree that it's perhaps a simple proposition, but England are favourites from that point of view then?
Yeah, I think both teams have shown this tournament they can defend very well and also low. And I agree with you, especially in the beginning of the tournament, England struggled to create chances and opportunities. But I was at Wembley, and I just saw when Denmark defended low, I think in spells, not all the time, but in glimpses. And you and I know it's so difficult to do this to perfection, because it's difficult to play against 10, 11 players behind the ball. But they showed when it clicked with, the goal they score, where, Harry Kane dropped between the lines, and he just a little bit on the half term, the good timing from Saka, the run in the box from Sterling, that they have some of the quality that you need on the final third. If I should go with you in the thing you said before, I agree England could be even better in that aspect, and then you could decide to talk about the types of the two holding midfielders. If you want one more with a good skill set on the ball. But I think that's the balance, as you just said. If you defend very well, it's so difficult to score a goal in football.
I'll tell you a little secret. That's where England want to go next. They want to have midfielders that allow them to control the game with the ball. At the moment, all they can do is control the game without the ball. So favourites for you? I mean, by the way you talk, England perhaps, or?
Yeah, I would say before the 2 semi-finals, I would have said Italy. I think actually over the whole game, I thought Spain was actually better than Italy in the semi-final. A tight margin. I think England impressed me against us, Denmark, and because they have so much offensive firepower, I think they will slightly edge it, England, and win.
Thomas, thank you very much. I'm really looking forward to see your very complex Brentford in the Premier League. I think it's ready for it, and I hope it works well for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.